those who have subscribed, and if you have not subscribed, guys, please hit that button. Season 2 is gonna be epic. Truly grow season 1, Tana, we learned a lot, and we are expecting to learn even more in season 2. And today's interview is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. But first, I want to thank Waridi Paradise Resorts for this amazing and beautiful location. As you can see, my background is perfect. This is a place where you can come to chill with your friends. They have an outside pool, they have a garden, they have the suits are just amazing, and not forgetting set location for dressing this beautiful woman over here. Yes, you can find them on Instagram at set location for your amazing outfits. Even Waridi, you can find them on Instagram at Waridi Paradise Resorts. Yes, guys, thank you so much for today, and see you with my guest. Yeah, so guys, season 2 we said it's time to own our stories. Season 1 tulisikia story mingi, tukakuwa encouraged, tukajua macelebs wetu. Na sasa this time we have more artists, and we want to learn from them and know the struggles and the achievements they have experienced in life. And today we are joined by one very handsome guy and very talented guy, Nick. Kwa unacheka nikikuta handsome.
Just sana nimeblush tu yani naturally, yeah. Mambo vipi? Kwa fiti lakini. Nice to see you.
Thank you so
much. Fiti. It's been long, eh?
Yeah, it's been long.
How many years? Mimi niko fiti. Mwaka for real? Okay, sasa mimi niko fiti na nimesema wacha ni come through. Tujue ni aje.
I am so happy you're here, by the way.
I'm also very delighted there.
I just wanted you to at least unianzishie show. Because you are the one of the few people I was eyeing to listen to their stories.
Alright.
People have been seeing you on TV, but hawajui stories zako.
Hawajui nilianzaje.
Hawajui ulianzaje.
Nimefikaje hapa.
Unajua mimi ukiniuliza, mimi nitasema uja struggle, nitasema hujaenda auditions mingi kama watu wengine. Mimi nasema tu pop out like ulikuwa tu celeb one.
And that's the interesting thing about this industry, yeah? Unajua unapataga watu wako wanakujua from before. Once umefanya something ambao imeput your name out there, hapo ndo unaonaga people get to know you like from that particular time. So na get. So watu huona ni kama like umepop up tu from nowhere.
Ulirise haraka.
Like mazee so na ukipiga simu na mseni aje mazee unaweza ni connect tufanye hivi na hivi, because I think inakuwa tu hivyo tu just like that spontaneous. So na get, but it's a journey, it takes a lot of time, it takes years, it takes
it's a backstory.
It's a very very long backstory actually, for that matter.
Yeah, but I think tunafaa kujua from definitely your name. Because tunakujua Nick, hata mimi kuita Nick.
Nimeshangaa ulinipigia simu, Nick ni aje mambo vipi? I'm like Nick.
Like majority unakujua Nick.
Isha sink in. Actually says my name is hata madhe, my mom actually calls me Nick. In fact that's namuitaga wa Nick kwa hapa pia.
Unaona angani.
Isha kwa ni jina yake for sure. So my name is Mogo Masharia. Kwa Facebook najiita kitambo kwa jitanga Mogo wa Masharia. Mogo wa Masharia. I felt it was a bit catchy. I felt it was catchier. Then later on I changed, saizi najiita Mogo Masharia. Well, which is my name. My dad is called Masharia. My second name is Mogo.
First name.
But my first name, my English name, ni ile jina ya wale wase. Majamaa fulani wanaambiwa sijui wanafanyaga nini. Akina Brayo. But Sami si Brayo. Sami ni the other, exactly, Sami ni Kevo.
What? Niku unaitwa Kevo?
But sasa, I don't call myself Kevo. Kevo is a name that I used to be called when I was like a small kid back in the day. So ukiita Kevo, unless tumegrow na wewe. Kama tumegrow na wewe ukiita Kevo, na feel kiyo normal, kiyo kawaida. But saizi Kevin is mature. Niaje Kevin, kofiti Kevin? Sasa it sounds mature. But Kevo. Niaje bro, kofiti.
Mimi sikuwa fikiria unaitwa Kevin.
Bado nitaka tu Nick, Wacha Nick inakaa very sophisticated. Nick inakaa umse mwenye ni
Nick hata nakukaa.
Inanika sio?
Sawa tu.
So ndio mama yangu alikosa kita Kevo.
Sawa tu Kevo. Na maana wataka kitu Kevo. Sasa tuambie ulizaliwa wapi?
So me ni born and bred in Thika. Thika at a place called Makongeni. Uko phase 4. Na ni place too humble yani. Na to grow, I'm the first born of 3, yeah? Lakini last born wangu wetu tumemwachana, mimi nimemwachana like around close to 15 years because akizaliwa was in form 1, yeah? So kuna hiyo gap. Second born nimemwachana 4 years. Yeah, so me being the firstborn, kuna ile kuangaliwa na kuangaliwa. Una get, like there's so much that is expected, there's so much expectation exactly from you. So in terms of how you carry yourself in terms of how you handle yourself, so lazima iko in line with venye the others ambao wanakufuata, they are looking up to you. So una get, so I try my very best, I've tried my very best, and up to where I am right now, I'd say I have done my best. Na bado tunasonga bado, una get. Yeah, so I'd say they are proud of me, they are proud of what I do, they look up to me, and that really puts a smile on my face because of that.
Amazing.
Yeah, and again.
Yeah.
So
so
from Fika nikaenda a certain public school, still in Makongeni, but then my dad was a teacher. He was teaching in a certain private school. A private school yenye ilikuwa inakaa kama group of school ish.
At that time?
Yeah, so I had the advantage to go there because he was a teacher there. He was teaching there. So I was very fortunate, and I'd say that was my turning point in life. Because you see, going to a good school is actually an advantage for kids. Because you see, especially in primary, the lower level, it's a background. It really guides. Precisely, that's what I was looking for. It's a foundation. So that ilini exposed to so many things. So if I hadn't said, for instance, gone to that school, probably I wouldn't have become an actor. Probably I wouldn't have be doing what I'm doing right now. Muona hivyo. Because kama ningesema shule tu ya kawaida, singepata hiyo challenge. Because unapata kusoma na watoi wa the who's and who. Unapata unasoma classmate wako ni mtoi wa songo fulani ama MP fulani. So una get kujua the lifestyle ambao wanaishigi. So you look at yourself. Actually inaweza kurealize nilijua stories, classes, not even classes, like social classes, the rich and the poor. Before, when you're growing, when you're kids, we don't know such things. Mtoi mwenye anakula strungi asubuhi na mtoi mwenye anakula pizza asubuhi, wow, for them life is normal.
Okay, yeah.
They only realize that life is different in terms of class and status when they now start interacting with people ambao wako na hiyo. Exactly. Mara mtoi mbona Johnny anakunywa strungi but ni tamu? Unapata mtoi wa rich kid anaanza kuona hiyo strungi ni tamu. Bau mwingine anaweza kuona mbona sisi tukula hivi. Kumbe ni because they can afford that. So I wouldn't say I'm from an affluent family. It's just mid class, kawaida tu. But me getting the chance to go in school with these very rich kids, I'm a rich kids na nini, to some extent na feel really exposed on so many levels. It can challenge so much so that I wanted to challenge myself and become something and probably become bigger and better. Yeah. Niweze kufit maybe na wao.
Because I think wengine wetu si stories za class na kuchanuka ilikuja campus. Because primary mlisoma the same.
High school the same.
High school
exactly.
So unakuja kujua class ama unakuja kujua kuna watu wanafanyanga hivi na hivi ukifika campus.
So mimi nataka kusema yangu ilianzia primary, ilianzia from
hapo ndio acting ilianza.
Actually acting ilianza pale. So cause unapata ndio niweze sasa ku stand out. Because yes, nimeingia pale, what did I have? What did I have to show to these very affluent kids? Nothing. So what that I wanted to show them that tuko pamoja, tuko on the same level. But how? Ningezaji kwa outshine hao wengine. So I started becoming this class clown. I was a class clown back in the day. Mwalimu akisema kitu fulani narudia inakuwa ni joke. Watu wao wanacheka, ana like mazejo, I made you laugh mazejo, niko sawa, sina get. So nilianza kupata some sort of confidence from there.
Wow.
Yeah. So na kukiwa na drama, maybe during closing days nilikuwa na perform pale.
People even expect you to be there.
People even expect me to be there. So if anything happen, was don't expect Kevo ndo ule pale, Kevo ndo ule msemfani. Yeah, so it was a learning experience for me. Ndo ikaanza. So nilianza hiyo saa kucement kutaka kukua somebody somebody big, somebody mwenye haishi just a normal life. Which by the way started off at even way before, because I remember I was in a wedding in 1998. It was my aunt's wedding.
Kwani ulizaliwa lini?
Mimi wa kitambo. In the 50s bana. I was there tulipigania uhuru bana na kina Lakini unyato manze.
98 ulikuwa unatesa bado?
98 bado nilikuwa natesa. I was in class 1, I remember. So
Class 4?
No God, I was in class 1. Don't count, still account behind the scenes. What I want to account. So I remember there was this wedding that we were invited. It was my aunt's wedding, and out of nowhere, me and my cousin, is called John. Actually, he's more of like a brother to Negrona. We started performing. After the wedding, during the Ithaga exhibition, people were now having kukula hiyo reception, that is. And it was actually getting dark, so we can start performing. Remember, I'm a 6-year-old. I'm like 6 to 10 to 15-year-old kid there, and I'm performing for these grown-ups. Yeah. So I get out of nowhere, ilikuwa ni ad-lib, ilikuwa na apply to yani, and it was fun. I remember. So the reception ilipata from the crowd, ilikuwa inanijenga sana. Like nilikuwa nasikia poa, and I wanted it to continue. I wanted that feeling. Also clap or kichio iendelee forever and ever. Actually nilikuwa na act. We were acting it out.
Just from nowhere.
Acting it out and singing from nowhere. I think that was the time of Ridiculous, if you can remember. Yeah, so we were trying to imitate our say. Tuna perform skits pale, me and my cousin, even singing. I remember the song we used to sing back in the day. It was sung by this Kikuyu Benga musician. It's very popular. It's called Musaimo. Hiyo ngoma ilikuwa inanga, for example, ilikuwa inanga hivi na mugerekani so tulikuwa na masango kama hizo. Then it was a hit. It was a club banger. Tukifanya vituko. I can't even remember. In kitambo, wait, it's like 50 years ago, man. It's a long time ago. It was just there. So once I mean, so your private school, because niliingia huko 201. Since nilikuwa na experience ya kutaka sasa, because I realized what can I do? Yes, at least because kuko on the same level ish. So naweza kuwa mse talkative, naweza kuwa mse very expressive. So nikaanzia nikaipursue, nikaifanya more, nafanya to drama hapa na pale during closing days and what not. Yeah, so after hapo nikaingia high school. Unfortunately, ile shule nilikuwa we didn't have drama festivals, but we had music festivals. So I used to go to these functions, symposium and whatnot, the music na nini. And I remember that was a way also of expressing myself, because I always wanted to find a way in which I would express myself. Yeah. You know, as artists, we like expressing ourselves. We like to be heard. We don't like living.
We are talkative.
We are very talkative. We are very expressive. Unaget. So the only way I could express my talents, the only way I could express what I had here in my mind, was through singing. So I thought I could sing. Maybe I would sing, and I used to sing. Yeah? But choir. Baritone nini.
Uko na sauti?
Nilikuwa na sauti.
Kama ni practice ikaenda ama uko nao bado?
I don't think I still have it. I think it's been a long time. I used to think I could sing, so until I realized I couldn't sing. So I started even rapping, nikaanza kurap, nikajitaga sijui Kayvoe, Kayvoe, you know, KAY-VOE manze. Nilikuwa na mangoma manze jo. I didn't record. Sani ngoja kule singejua. Nilikuwa naandika, actually writing nilianza kubaidhi kwa kitambo sana. Even in high school I used to write songs. Actually songs. Lakini nilisahau. I forgot. Sauti ilipotea. Rapping I remember. Let me see if I can remember a rap song that I used to do. There's a song. Yo. Yeah. That's the only thing I remember. So, all right. Nipatie beat, eh? Give me the beat, DJ. Yeah. It's not about the fame, money, and the power. You're not the work of the devil, it's to devour. Killing millions in the world every hour. Through diseases, accident, murder, and even hunger. Manze. Manze. KAY-VOE, manze. Back in the day. Natoka mbali. Ilikuwa ngani gospel. Unajua ukiwa high school? Ukiwa high school unajua sana unaweza kuget ile chance ya kwenda sasa out, because tulikuwa I was a funkaholic. Wapenda sana kuona funky. So the only way ungepata kuona funky zote, kama ni CU, kama ni YCS, it's through gospel. Because kama kuna trip ya YCS ungeenda kuimba secular pale. Kuna decade plan pale na kati chicks ingekuwa ni possible.
Wow.
So so I used to write songs back in the day. I remember I used to write songs. Ni audition moja niliendaga after high school, I remember. Because I remember kuna majamaa yuko kufanya set books, perform high set books in kwa shule. So I remember walikam shule, I was in form 4. I think I was in form 3 kwanza, the first time we come to perform. And then I was really impressed by what they were doing. Yeah, I was so much into your lifestyle walikuwa nayo. You know, they got the chance to travel around, to travel across the country. Yeah, wanna have fun, wanajibamba, alafu they are doing what they love. And I guess so me being that form 3 kid, I was like, you know, when I grow up, when I clear high school, I want to be like them, because nilikuwa fikiria hapo sasa ndio mwisho. You know, when you're young and when you eye for something, that's when even when you're here as an actor, like you, the way you are as an actor, somebody who's looking up to you, wanna feel hapa ndio mwisho. When I grow up, I want to be like Maya, I want to be like Stella.
That's it.
They do not know that, first of all, for you to get there, it's quite a journey. It's a bit, you know, tricky, it's tough. And also when you get there, it's even tougher.
Tougher?
It's
You're not where
tougher.
you want to be.
When I get.
Yeah.
So me, I was like, when I clear school, immediately I want to go and do this,
That's
or whatever these guys are
about.
doing. I want to go travel around the country. I want to explore.
Yeah.
I want to go to all these schools and whatnot. And I get. So that's exactly what I did. You know, when you set your mind and something, and you're really determined, obviously you're going to
Do that.
it's going to come to fruition. So that's what I did. So immediately after high school, as we were pre-Matiang'i era. So sisi results zilikuwa zinaannouncewa, no pre-Matiang'i, like before. Me came before, way before, like even 100 years before.
Oh, okay.
You know, if you know, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So what happened? Once we cleared high school during those days, tulikuwa tunamalizaga, I think in November, tunakaa the whole of December, alafu results zinakam the following year. I think somewhere around February there. Sindio? So that December, once I cleared high school, we came to audition. So audition for a local group.
For acting?
For acting, for theater.
Where in Thika?
In Thika. That's where I started my journey. So nikaanza sasa kuperform.
Nani alikuonesha?
Imagine like when I au majamaa wakikam shule, nilikuwa nishakuwa determined. I was so determined that I wanted to pursue acting.
So you knew
I knew exactly where to find them. I knew exactly where to go. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So once I think nikiwa tu kwa mtaani, once nisha clear, I remember I think I came across a poster committee. We're looking for talented actors or nini. It should be this is passion, man. Actually I just came across it kwa barabara, and then I was like, there's a number there. Let me call them. Yeah, we're having an audition on this particular day. Yeah, you can come. So I went. And by good luck, kama ni chance, nikachukuliwa, I got it. But I remember Nikki audition your time, I was like, hi Riaji, so what can you do apart from acting? I'm a singer. Oh, you're a singer? Okay, go ahead, sing. No, you can't sing, bro. No, you can sing. Is there anything else you can do? I'm a rapper, then rap. Okay, that's better. But so I realized then that I couldn't be able to sing. But when I was in high school, I used to sing. Kwa hizo ma plays na nini. Kwa hizo ma symposium and whatnot.
So ukapita acting.
So nikapita acting, nikaingia kwa hiyo theater, nikaanza kuperform, nikaanza travel around the world, the country rather.
Dreams are valid.
Dreams are valid, and I know for sure that I'm going to travel the world.
Amen. Hollywood, here you come.
Hollywood beckons. Yeah. It's waiting for me, it's calling upon me. Kuja buda. Come.
Tusahau.
I won't forget you, manze. When you love say, tumetoka nayo mbali, tumegrow na tuna nafasi, ndio? So it was set books, I remember. It was set books tulifanya, and we started performing. And like immediately, actually results ikitokelezea in February rather. I think nilikuwa na travel. I think I was still traveling. Afu jote mila time ya kukuwa na smartphone, so nile tururu na nini. So ulikuwa unatuma SMS unacheki results zako ni gani. So mimi niko job. Na nilikuwa na feel mimi nishafika. But then nilikuwa na feel nishafika because I was getting paid. I'm like I'm just like out of high school. Na niko na salo. Si salo mob, but ni salo ingeni sustain. Ningeweza kubai vitu zangu, ningeweza kubai club, ningeweza kubai kasimu, credo and whatnot. So I was living large. I was living the life, manze. Hakuna mtu angeniambia anything. Hakuna mtu angeniambia anything. So alafu results zinakam. Mimi sikufail by the way. I didn't fail. So I didn't fail. Nilipata grade 4, grade yako na kampo. Nilipata grade yako na D+. No, hapana, yangu ilikuwa ni direct straight to campus, sa? So but I wasn't yet decided.
unataka kufanya nini?
Sikuwa decided bado because already nishapata now my dream career. Do you know that I'll extend? I actually extended my time in theater. In the sense that I actually extended for 3 years before ninge chuo.
Hiyo 3 years ulikuwa theater?
3 years I was still in theater, nikitravel, nikidu shows hapa na pale. But then I got sort of tired. I got like nilifeel okay, nishafanya everything, nisha explore each and every character because nilifanya ngadi zile mains. Kama niliva between I remember I did nilikuwa nafanyaga Wayaki. For all those ambao walifanya hiyo. Hawa so hizo enzi zetu kama ni ulifanyia book pia? Ulifanya river between? Maybe nilikuwa actia wewe. Wewe ni wabitia ama ni chini ya maji?
Chini ya maji.
Sasa sawa.
Ningekuwa najua huku ni actia wewe.
Kama ni hiyo nyingine na mimi nilikuwa nafanya bado main character. So ilifika mahali I was like okay, so nishafika place fulani what more in this career?
Alafu I know even ulikuwa unaona actors kwa TV unashindwa hapana hawa wanafika.
Actually that was my resort now. So how can I get myself to TV? How can I get engage kwa TV? Na obviously nishafika ndazaekea pale kwa theater. Ndazaekea theater kuna wase ulikuwa unapata pale I found them in theater and even up to date they're still in theater. You get? No, theater si mbaya but waja grow as such. And I wanted growth. I was in pursuit of growth.
Waja kuna watu deciding this is it.
Wanakuwa complacent, yani hawataki to go further than that.
Wanataka set books here.
Una get? You don't even be in set books but you have your own theater group. But si kuoga pale una act.
Umeandiko.
It's been 20 years and you're still there but bado machoro. So for me I felt I wanted your growth. Yeah, and I wanted to get now into TV. And my only way to get into TV nikakumbuka the likes of Akina Ridiculous. Hao majamaa ndo waingia kwa TV walikuwa chuo if I remember. And most of them were in KU. A good number of them Akina Kajairo, Akina KJ, Akina Walter. All of them walikuwa in KU. Walikuwa ngani, that's why alumni of KU.
Wow.
So, I figured, acha niambie my dad, I want to go and pursue a course in Kenyatta University. But what course would that have been? Nikimwambia media, ataona it's too competitive, there's no way for a job, it's too competitive. I'm sure haungekuwa for it then. Nikiwaambia film, are you really serious? Unafanya film, unajua nini about film, unajua nani, una get?
My dad even film size hazikuwa kasa hizi.
It wasn't as haiko imegrow kama size, una get?
Yeah. Alafu ungedhani kama ungesomea ati ndio kuwe film producer.
Yeah, exactly, because I didn't have any information whatsoever. Or even exposure. So, nikaambia my dad is a teacher. Nikamshow I want to go, even my grandfather was a teacher. Now his dad is a teacher. Wa hizo enzi. So mimi nikaona the best thing to do something ambayo inaweza kuwa close, inaweza kuwa in line na my career, something career whatever the industry that I want to pursue, acting and whatnot, would be teaching, but not only teaching, but teaching English and literature. Because with literature there's drama, there's poetry, there are all these elements ambazo unazipata kwa theater, unazipata kwa film and the TV and whatnot. So that's the course that I pursued. So me, I was pursuing that course. I did education, English and literature. So me, I'm a teacher. I'm a high school teacher.
Kevo.
Yeah, Kevo, Mr. Kevo.
So
practice. Actually, I was teaching in 2017. There was a time I had an accident.
I think I'm jumping too much. And then you joined.
The story zinashika sana.
Zinashika mpaka I'm so eager to.
It's a long story. It's not good. So what happened? So I went. He wanted me to do Kiswahili history. So because evidently ukifanya Kiswahili history, the chances of you getting a job are quite high as compared to maybe English literature. That's what we thought. So mimi kufika kule nika change tu immediately, nikaona mimi sifanyi Kiswahili. Hapana, mimi itanilimit na kwa tu I'll focus on this particular career. No. Let me do this because naweza kuwa niko open minded. Naweza jifunza kuandika vitu zingine kama script and whatnot. And that's what I did. So I joined KU. Nikaenda home nikamshonaje nimechagua English. What? Situla agree ufanye Kiswahili nini? Basi chiki nimeona hii iko in line. Okay, so do whatever you want to do. I'll pay the fees and whatnot. And that and for sure after I think the first semester nilikuwa nishajuana na wase wengi sana wa theater za KU. And I remember during my first semester I got my first big break.
First semester in school?
First semester in school.
How?
Ngoja kidogo. It was it? Yeah, because my first show nilifanyaga ilikuwa kuja KTN. KTN, yeah. It was a drama show. It was called Lies That Bind. Lies That Bind.
Lies That Bind?
Mm.
Wow!
But that was the first show that I did. Your show.
Na ujaiona hii sura kwa Lies That Bind?
Ulikuwa hapo pia?
Eh.
Ujaiona hii sura?
Nilikuja extra I think mara mbili.
Hata mimi nilikuwa extra. Na hiyo extra
mara moja au mara mbili.
Na hiyo extra nilishine sana mtaani.
Mimi na director wangu hapa.
Pia ilikuwa hiyo time. Ama nilimwona hapa nilikuoneaga huko pia because she looks very familiar. She looks extremely familiar.
But nilikuja I think extra ka mbili tatu.
That was in 2012.
I can't even remember.
I think mine was in either 2012 or 2013, and I remember that was my first TV program
but the
that I ever did.
Big.
It was a high budget program if I'm not wrong. So I remember the experience, you know.
Kwanza kuna umeingia kwa screen sasa.
Kukona hiyo experience kupata venye set na kaga.
I know.
Yani I was like me, whatever I want to do with my life, I want to continue doing this career forever and ever.
Haukusikia kuacha education?
No, sikusikia kuacha education because I remember nikianzaga I was like it was like a sort of a fallback plan for me. If this one goes haywire and I have something to resort to. But it's very fortunate for me. God has been with me. Amekuwa akiniguide and so far sijakuwa na hiyo resort. Ati kimeumana sana, let me go back to which ultimately I feel I'll end up being a teacher. But say I wouldn't be teaching the English literature subjects. I would want to see myself, giving back to the society from what I have garnered, from what I have gathered in this industry, what I have learned, and sort of teach wale ambao ni upcoming, wale ambao hawana ways in how they are going to join this industry. So I teach film. Ultimately, I would want to do that. I would want to pursue a career whereby I teach, I educate, I give back to those who have not this opportunity. When you have an opportunity about maybe sisi tuko now, because it's not really easy. It's quite a journey. It takes a long time. It has taken me, I think, about 10 years to be where I am. Na bado hakuna place nimeenda bado.
So that means kuna siku utafika what acting?
No, I haven't said I'm going to leave acting. No. What I said is ultimately, I'm going to teach film. Whether I'm going to master, so I'll be practicing teaching. I'll be practicing acting and also teaching.
So acting is for life.
Acting is you don't retire in acting. Morgan Freeman, how old is he? Alifika 81 years old juzi.
Acting now Kenya.
No. It comes from the heart. It comes from the passion. Ingekuwa ni kuacha tungekuwa kitambo. Where would we live right now after sacrificing all our time, all those years? Why would I ikifika time fulani niache? There's no need for living for dropping it. Wataacha. Then that's the problem. That's where the problem comes in. Them they're here because of the money. They're here solely because of the money. So wanajua wakipata pesa, they're going to leave the industry. Me, I don't think if anything, if I get the money, when I get the money, not if, but when I get that money, because I know it's going to come, loads and lots of it. Amen. So, instead of leaving acting, dropping it, why don't I invest in it? Because there's a lot of potential in acting, and I think that's where the problem comes in the industry. As a film producer, as a filmmaker, approaching an investor, would you invest in this project? And I can guarantee you that utapata returns zako. You're going to get something. You're going to get back your money, and you're also going to get something on top. It's not really that. It's not really an industry that has really developed that much to an extent that tunaweza hiyo kiwango. But maybe some years to come, it's going to get there. There's a lot of potential.
But I think from now to now, on a future.
So instead of dropping the act, instead of dropping it because I have money, why don't I invest in it? Because I've been in there for the longest time, so I know the ins and outs. Yeah. I know each and every single thing about the industry.
So you're going to experience maybe at 20, 30 years, 40 years.
Maybe even 10 years. Mbona upeleke mbali hivyo? Maybe only 5 years, my dear. Unasema nakuwa sasa nikiwa 60. Ugale mnajua naomba vibaya.
I'm sorry. I had an accident.
Yeah, I had an accident in 2017.
2017?
It was a near-death experience. Not 2016. It was 2016.
How was it? Where were you going? What were you
I
doing?
was in school. I was writing a script. I'm a writer. I'm a script writer. I didn't mention that. Ndio. Nilisema tu mimi ni actor peke yake.
But you were
But yeah, exactly. So like kitambo. So there's a project I was writing for a friend of mine. So I was still in school. So nikiandika nilikuwa library KU nikishughulikia ngori yote. And then I left very late, about 10. Seti I wasn't used to that. Nilikuwa toka too late kawaida. So juma kawaida ama vijana. So this fateful day mimi nimetokelezea nikozeleza nipande gari. I used to live in Kawaskari. Nipande gari nitembee ama nipande gari nifike huko ama nitembee.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. We used to walk up to even 12. So this wasn't by date sema.
Joto ya wase wata.
Manze plus ile kusave. Hiyo 20 bob manze ni mob. Hiyo ni break out the following day bana.
Ama lunch.
Hiyo ni lunch na breakfast. 10 bob ni mandazi na wewe. So what happened? So mimi nikitokelezea, the last thing I remember nikivaa two earphones, which was very wrong. That's the first mistake I did. Kuvaa earphones because it was a very, very lonely path. Usiku niko solo, so let me just listen to my music and then enjoy my way home. That's the last thing I remember. The last thing I remember is me getting my earphones from the pocket, fixing them inside my ear, and that's the last thing I remember.
Ulisikia ngoma?
Ngoma hata sikumbuki ni ngoma gani. Ni ngoma hizo matimes.
Ulisikia na uka
nishaeka ngoma, nishaeka earphones, nishaanza kusikiza ngoma. Then blackout. That was 10 p.m.
What?
Nilijisikia I think 12.
Oh? Yeah.
12 a.m. sasa.
So
I was dead for 2 hours.
2 hours.
I was dead for 2 hours. When I was resuscitated, nilikuwa kwa ambulance. Mguu imevunjika iko sijui aje.
Ilivunjika wapi?
Hapa chini tu, hapa downtown It's a long hapa chini hapa karibu na ankle So it derailed my career for 2 years. Of course for 2 years I was outside of the game, even the schooling itself.
Na sasa ulikuwa na watu wapi sasa?
Hiyo time nilikuwa nafanya freelancing. Hiyo time nilikuwa nafanya Tidy High, I remember. Hauko umejoin Tidy High?
Ulikuwa Tidy?
I was in Tidy High. In fact,
like?
That was in 2016. Nilifanya role nyingine big sana. I'm the one who arrested I'm the one who arrested, if you can remember, especially the viewers. I'm the one who arrested Demores.
I remember.
Omosh.
Yeah.
And then also
yeah, I was still there.
I think you were there because I remember your time nilikuwa nakuona tu unajua nyinyi ndio mloga wale wase hiyo time. When you grow up, wanted to be like you.
We are humble.
Yeah, so nilikuwa nishamaliza kufanya hizo. Actually your time by the way career ilikuwa imeenda poa. Nilikuwa nimefanya shows mob. Actually nilikuwa nimeanza kupick. I remember that time career yangu ilikuwa imepick because I was appearing in almost every station like twice per week. Leo niko Citizen, kesho niko KTN, kesho kuto niko NTV. Una get? And then all of a sudden pop downhill. For 2 years. For 2 years. Like I said, it was a near-death experience, but at the same time, it was a life-changing moment for me. Because I'd say I am here because of that. Because initially, after the accident, I remember after the accident, I had decided to quit. Actually, I decided to quit. I quit the industry in general. That was the first time I ever quit. Because things weren't going as I wanted. Because yes, nilikuwa nimeanza kupick kiplani, yeah? Because like I'd mentioned, nilikuwa nimepia kwa so many shows hapa na pale. But still, the money wasn't coming. I was still trying to balance school and career, passion, you get. So when I got the accident, it was a sort of a break. Ilinipatia break. And the beauty of it is that when I went back home, because I carried everything, nilipack everything mtaani from when nilikuwa nasteka askari nikarudi mtaani. Everything nikauza, nikaachia mabeshte wangu, nikarudi home. I had given up completely. I now even decided now I'm going to teach. I'm now going to focus in teaching kabisa. I'm going to become a fully-fledged teacher. I give back to society. It's a very humble
and not
career.
Easy decision, by the way.
It was not an easy decision.
When you know your passion is acting.
Because nilikuwa na feel first upon ukiwa hiyo moment. That's why I was telling you. I might have been depressed, but I wasn't aware of that. And maybe one way that you can deduce that I was depressed maybe was through my giving up in the industry. Because why would you give up in something that you truly love from the bottom of your heart? You know, so I gave up. And I went to teach by then. Nilikuwa nafunzaga. I was actually it was actually a very nice experience. I remember it was so nice. I think one time. Mr. Masharia. Kuna dunga manzejo. Kwa watu suti. Kwa tesa. Actually niko na inspire watu by there. I remember there's a teacher who asked me, and I will never forget this nikiwa kwa staff room. Momo, why did you decide to become a teacher? Because you don't look like a teacher yourself. I'm sure it's because I love it. I'm so passionate about it. So niko najiambia I was so passionate about it. Maybe I think I was passionate. Me, I was happy.
You had decided.
I think I had
but
decided.
But that is not what you wanted.
Maybe that's not really what I want. Because if that's what I wanted, I wouldn't be here right now. I think I would have this conversation. So probably I don't know. Only God knows. Yeah. So nikamshow, well, it's because I'm passionate about teaching. Mimi napenda kufunza, napenda hii job. Ungetafuta career nyingine ungefanya. Because walimu. So saa akaanza kunibash like, am I really in the best career? Is this really what I want to do?
Yeah. If people can see that.
If people wanaona anashindwa, mbona huyu kijana anaweza kuwa nini namdrive kukua mwalimu. Set in career, but it's a very good career by there. So what I decided to do, actually by luck, nika get auditions fulani. They were looking for characters for an advert. It was during the elections, 2017 elections. They were looking for characters who would play the roles of 2007 post-election violence victims. So I went for the auditions with my crutches, with my 2 crutches. Nikaenda all the way hadi Tao. Confidently. Nikaenda pale nikaingia. I was like, since it's been long, probably in Shah Rust. Let me try to do something different. Under normal circumstances, do people go with costumes or a change of a set of clothes for auditions? Changing costumes, that is. So mimi nikaenda na manguo zingine pale zimebit. So nikaenda kwa washrooms peke yangu, kuzana sikumbuki wasipatana na wao kule. A good number of them I don't remember them. Remember it's been 1 year. Naget. So nikaenda kwa washrooms change, kajiangalia niko fit manze. Okay, sasa let me go nail this.
So ulikuja na costumes zako?
So I came with a change of costumes.
Creativity.
I had to do it manze. But one thing about audition is, for me, when I go for an audition, and I'm sure it applies to so many people out there, even you, I'd attest to that. You'd attest to that actually. Once you audition for a certain role, you don't really put your mind there. Me personally, for me, I forget instantly. Like Musa Hawara nilikuwa na auditions. Look audition. So I like it when nikipiga simu after a while or even hiyo jioni. Hey, hi ni aje Mugo. We went through your footage and whatnot, and we were impressed by what you did. Would you kindly, are you available for this particular shoot? Hiyo ndio unipata tu musikia poa sana nikipatikana hivyo. As opposed to nimeona auditions, I'm so desperate for that. Once nikiuliza wase na kupigia Maya ni aje? Uli get job? Ulipigiwa phone? Bado? Okay, sasa. Tunakaa wiki zingine 2. Maya ni aje? Ulipigiwa? Ai, tulishoot last week manze. Ai. Kwa gani moralize bana.
No, in career hapana.
Mimi manze, I'm going to change this career manze. And I get, mbona mimi sipata hizo ma breakthroughs and whatnot. So me I went in there, nika audition. Kwanza nikaekela crutches kwa kando, and then I went in front of the camera, nikilimp, because actually niko na feel pain. Nika audition manze, hi, my name is Bongwasharia, blah 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 blah. And I forget about it. I forget about it. That's my mantra. Forget about it. So kufika pale jioni napigiwa simu, ni aje Mugo, oh tomorrow are you available for the audition, blah blah blah. Wow, for real? Yeah, come. Ulikuwa umedunga nini? Uko sawa. So kwa audition pale nikidirectiwa na director. Namwambia, excuse, I have some bit of pain kwa mguu yangu, so tukienda tunaweza pumzika kidogo. Ngoja, why? So ulikuwa kuna hizo crutches ukikamnazo jana ilikuwa ni true, like umeshavunjika mguu kweli, because yeye hakuwa na expect hivyo. I thought ilikuwa ni props bana. Nikamtuzi, alikuwa afikiri ni acting bana. Nilikuwa nimekaa nikiprobe, maybe
ulikuwa umedress.
It could be maybe nilifanya chukulewe mazizo crutches, I don't know. Sasa nilisaidia. God works truly in mysterious ways. So I got the role, and ikaanza kunimotivate tena. Kumbe all hope was not lost. I still had it in me.
You are getting started.
Exactly. So hata hiyo kujambia I want to quit a career, ingekuwa truly that's what I wanted, hadi hizo auditions singewahi fikiria kuzienda. So I started building my confidence again, because pia confidence kuna venye hushuka, especially when you have stayed a very long time without being on TV, without interacting with people like you, producers out there, your fellow actors. It takes a huge toll on you. confidence-wise as well. So I get. So a year later, I went for surgery because mguu haikuwa nimepona bado. I went for it was a sort of a reconstruction surgery. Nikaekwa chuma kwa mguu. Because it has taken me a long time before I healed. It's been 2 years na bado natumia crutches, bado iko na pain. So I went nikaekwa chuma. Do you know that was in 2018? That was in 2018. 2018 September, 2018 I think January. Ndo I dropped my crutches sasa nikaanza kutembea. Basa natembea nikilimp bado. Una get? And then Ithaga came. Ithaga Riene. They were looking for a certain character, akona these particular features, these traits. Why don't you try it out?
So you saw auditions?
So
someone called?
I saw auditions.
So why are you smiling? Why are you smiling, Kevin?
I saw auditions, man. You know, industry, Joe. When you're out of sight, when you're out of sight, you're out of mind. If you're not there, nobody remembers you. Even right now, if for example, Ithaga inazaisha tu hivyo, Ithaga teme, God forbid, ishe, and I'm nowhere to be seen, people are going, the audiences are going to forget you. The producers are going to forget you. You have to make yourself relevant.
Ulifikiria utakuja kupata show kubwa yenye ni ya Kikuyu?
That's the funny thing. I once tried acting in Kikuyu when Inoro came about. That was in 2015. I once did a movie. This is Central Cinema. And I never liked the experience at all. Because first of all, there was no script. My Kikuyu wasn't that good. It wasn't really that good because I wasn't really confident in Kikuyu. So coming up with lines, applying, doing the application and applying, ad-libbing and whatnot was very hectic for me. So hata nikijiona pale nikicheza nilifeel sikuwa nataka kujua, nilikuwa nanifala nilifanya. So nikasema swear I will never find myself doing such things. Kumbe nje nilikuwa chakula kwa sahani. Years later. And that's what made me actually decide to go for the audition because niliona where am I going to start? Now getting myself into the industry, it's like starting from scratch. I don't have contacts. I do not even remember. Some of the guys I'm not going to wow, because remember I had actually lost my phone. The producers themselves and actors don't remember me at all. Yeah. So they say charity begins at home. Yeah, sure. I saw these auditions at Kikuyu. I was like, since Kikuyu yangu set ni mbaya, why don't I give it a shot? So I had to go back and learn Kikuyu bana. Because I remember when I was given the script, you know, there's reading and then there's reading and then there's speaking, and those are two different things. You can be a good speaker, very proficient in communicating in speaking a particular language, but writing it and reading it becomes a problem because huko funzwa hizo vowels, hizo consonants and whatnot. Una get? Which happens even in our language. Utapata most Kikuyu people, wale ambao wamezaliwa huko mashinani, wale ambao they don't really speak other languages apart from Kikuyu. Or even any other language, whether Kalenjin or whatnot. Utapata since most of them didn't go to school, a good number of them didn't go to school, utapata communicating, writing and reading that language becomes a problem because they were never taught.
So
from the ground. So now me, I had to learn the vowels. The vowels in the Kikuyu that are in the Kikuyu language, which are A, E, I, O, U, A, O. Once nimeziget kujua hivyo, I now can be able to read probably I can even read news bana very easily.
Na hakuna kitu poa kama kitu imekuja kuchallenge.
So it was a challenging experience for me because I had not done it before in that manner, and the fact that the show was going to be produced by, it was an in-house production, it was going to be produced by Inoro TV. So that was a big breakthrough for me. It was a very huge opportunity for me. So I had to do my research as much as I could, extensively. If it's getting the lines, if it's learning Kikuyu from the words. I remember there's a lecturer of mine, a friend of mine, Ithaga. There's a book unaweza pata ya kukufunza the vowels of Kikuyu. You can actually go get them. Ziko tu town unazipata. I had to go and buy that. Ilibidi nimenunua hiyo book bana. That's the kind of research I went ahead and did for me to prepare myself for the role that I am, that I play today.
I think some challenges zinakujanga make better.
Precisely.
Because kama haungekuwa, maybe kama ungekuwa unajua Kikuyu na fikiri unajua Kikuyu sana, kuna research haungefanya na maybe haunge stand out.
Na probably hata kama singewahi pata hiyo experience nilikuwa nayo for those 2 years nilikuwa out of the game, singewahi fikiria ever in my mind kama naweza kufanya Kikuyu. That thought never came in my mind. Even when I was nikisema I want to come back, I want to get back into the industry, never Did I think about doing Kikuyu?
Kwanza campus tulifanya English.
Especially because I was eyeing kufanya projects za kina sijui wazungu, sijui kwenda Hollywood, kwenda sijui wapi, which the dream is still there and I believe I'm going to get there. God akosio. Si tunaenda huko by the way.
Tunaenda Hollywood lazima.
Exactly. So but ilibidi sana nimeanza from the ground up.
Wow. I can say you are doing
so the experience imekuwa iko sawa, nimelearn a lot. I have very good friends, our colleagues, wale ambao tunafanya our job, they're very good actors, very very talented, and that's one thing I can actually say about the cast and crew, the people behind the production, the producers, they did a very good job in terms of the casting, because everybody fits in their role vizuri sana. If it's Nick, umse uka Nick kabisa. If it's the villain, umse unaona ni villain kabisa. So they really did a good job in casting. That's one thing I really can comment about.
And that is what mimi nikiwatch unaangalia kama ni Nick unakuwa umekula ndimu mbaya.
Exactly.
Unakaga tu mno nonsense. So uchekangi.
Nilikuwa kama nonsense basi kuna ma depression mingi manze jo. Galda maliniacha sikia harusi.
Ni nini mbaya? Mpaka mtoto manze.
The irony of life.
Kama kuna betrayal umepigwa ni wewe.
And realistically, those are things that you know men out there wanna go through. The boy child is on the stage, I'm telling you. So it's a mirror. It mirrors society. Sasa natafuta comfort kwa huyo mdem fulani. Galda mako sawa, kwa fiti.
Yuko sawa. Zamani uko anampenda kabisa.
Unajua, you know, sometimes when it comes to romance and relationships, it doesn't happen instantly. It is not spontaneous. It doesn't happen like in the movies that you fell in love at first sight. At ulimwangalia TV uka fall in love. No. It doesn't really happen as such. Sometimes it can happen. But it takes time. You get to know somebody from inside. Una get kujua umse kwa aje, the character. Unaanza ku fall in love. I used niko namsikiaga sana, but you know how she's been treating me. Of all the people I've experienced now, I'm speaking as Nick. I'm not speaking as Kevo. I'm speaking as Nick. So, you know, me as Nick, I have gone through a lot. I have gone through hell and back. Sindio? During my wedding, I had a runaway bride, Ithaga. Sindio? I sank into depression. I started, you know, behaving very opposite of what my character was, or what I was supposed to be. I was very bitter with life, with everybody, with women. I used to take advantage of them. I used to manipulate them and whatnot. After that, because I fell in love with this one true chick, at the end of the day, I didn't betray. And then there's this chick when I come. She goes through thick and thin. In love yako. She can pretty much do everything for you. Nyinyi mnajua ni msembaya, but mimi in my eyes na chiki huyu mdem ndio ananipenda for true. Mbona nisimfolie? Even with time. She has been there, nikilia na kama anani-console. Ananipenda for who actually she truly loves me. That chick, okay, she might be, from what I hear, because me I do not know, as Nick I do not know, I have no idea completely. I hear from fans and people like you, she's not really that good of a person. She's mischievous, she's manipulative, she's condescending and all that. But me as Nick, how she treats me is very different from how she treats people like Akina Maggie and whatnot. But my heart as of now, I'd say since she's the one who is present. Like I said, out of sight, out of mind. So niye tuko na yeye pale, so mbona nikufia mse mwingine? That is why I am heads in heel in love with her.
It will end in tears.
For who? For me or for her?
To me, you and her. You are willing to end in tears, but sana kwa. So
mtoi ndo unashafanya. Oh, let me not preempt.
Let
me not preempt.
I can't wait.
Tupatane Friday, they know Ithaga Riene at 8:20 p.m.
So apart from acting, uko na biashara zingine unafanya?
Yes, apart from acting, me by the way, mimi ni hustler. Mimi ni hustler by the way. Mimi na hustle mimi.
Unakaa tu.
Mimi ni hustler mazile mbaya.
Naitanga watu wa nyumba.
Modo wa nyumba.
Modo wa nyumba.
Yeah, so apart from acting, I like to keep myself busy. So that because you normally don't shoot every day, like you only shoot from Monday to Thursday. On Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I am free. So instead of wasting myself drinking the whole of the weekend, celebrating
what?
Nothing. Because you see, why would you drink as early as Tuesday or Wednesday. What are you? Why do we drink? Why do we pop champagne and do that?
Yeah.
It's because we celebrate something. We celebrate for a particular achievement. Tumetoka job 4. Umeingia dunda. Umeenda celebrate nini? You're celebrating life. It's good to celebrate life, but really, are you going to be doing that every day? Some years to come, utakuwa
Life ni tough. Hakuna vile tunaweza celebrate.
Earth is hard, my dear. Earth is hard, and you have to keep yourself. You have to push yourself. So you have to do things on the side. So apart from me being a hustler, mufanya vitu more by there.
So when is it right?
So now, these are side hustles. Now me as a filmmaker, as an actor, I'm a scriptwriter. I am a producer and also a director. So I have my own production company. It's called Lantern Pictures. So I have been working on a couple of shows. And even as we speak right now, there's a movie that is in Jikoni Saizi. It's about to debut. It's going to debut very soon. Nitu COVID nimetumes kidogo, but tushafanya hiyo maneno mazuri. Tusha act, everything actually is on the table. The only thing that is remaining ni history ya COVID kidogo idadon kidogo, so that now we can re-strategize and structure our ways on how we are going to sell the movie. It's a movie that I directed, acted in, and also conceptualized the idea. I worked the film with a good friend of mine, a partner of mine. Tunafanya naye job bado kwa show yetu ya Ithaga Riene. He's a good friend of mine, and we are yet to debut the film. So very soon, just be prepared, man.
I can't wait for it. Inaitwaje?
Mbona unajifanya ujui story? Why are you pretending?
Like nitakujua.
Huyu mgalem, kwa hiyo movie, she's the main lead. She's the lead rather, Huyu ni superstar bwana,
Many friends vizuri. Rudia your statement.
So this very beautiful lady in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, in this movie that we recently did, that was when? Last year or this year?
Last year.
That was last year. It's actually, right now it's in pre-production. She is the lead. She is the main protagonist of this movie, and she has done a really good job. So it's going to debut very soon. We're going to keep you posted. Just follow our pages on Facebook, my page, Facebook, Ithaga Riene, and also the film page is called The Kamedo. It's going to air very soon. So just keep it locked. Mwaneu akiwa kwenye action. Namna gani, my dear? Everything is ready. The poster is ready. The trailer is ready. We're just waiting for the best time, the best opportunity.
Yeah.
So keep it locked.
Yeah. Wow.
We're here to change the game.
Yeah, true. You are going to change the game. Like, you know, actors, I think, people very few, but I think when actors work together.
And that's the deal. You know, it's a collaborative. Yeah. It's more of collaboration. It's more of what you bring on board. Because me, as much as I'm a scriptwriter, as much as I'm a director, I cannot be able to do everything.
Yeah, you can't.
Siwezi kuwa mimi editor, siwezi kuwa mimi cinematographer. I have to get somebody who has specialized in that particular area, somebody who is really good at that job. My bad.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Asante sana, my dear.
It's a pleasure. I'm so honored for you being here, and at least nimelearn a lot from you.
Sure.
Nimekujua zaidi sikuwa nakujua, na viewers bado wamekujua sana.
All right.
Yes guys, so that was Nick. Na kama mtaka kumuona, anakuanga Ithaga Riene on Friday in Noro TV at 8:20
p.m. Yes.
8:20 p.m.
Nitoka sema ni dino Ithaga Riene. Can you unaweza sema hivyo na Kikuyu? Nitoka sema ni ya o Juma thegere na ndagika 20 thini wa Noro TV. Nitoka sema ni ku. Tene kazi. O Juma thini wa Ithaga Riene.
Netoga shamania o Juma thini wa Ithaga Riene on Noro TV.
Thegere na ndagika 20. Daigere na ndagika 20.
Daigere na ndagika 20. Daigere na Nick. Guys.
See you there. Thank
you so much, guys, for watching. I had fun. Hope you had fun too. Let's meet next week. Same time, different guest. Bye bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See, man. Nike bani we.
Karibu nile. Guys.